Morning. Out here in the garage again. A cigar. Smoking an El Cheapo. Oh, Dutch Master. Yeah, Dutch Master cigars. They're pretty good. They're cheap. They're cheap. They're good. All right. So, I'm here today to talk about some BPS knives and some lanyards that I use on my knives. Just the way I tie them, the way I use them, their functionality. So, if you didn't know, BPS Knives is a Ukrainian company, and anything that can help Ukraine over there, why not? So we'll buy some knives off of them, and hopefully the money goes to good things over there. But anyway, yeah, BPS Knives, they're pretty good. We'll get into it here. All right, this first one is I had to write the name of these on the back of them because I'm telling you, I can't hardly remember all of them. HK1 CSH. That is the model of this BPS knife. There we go. See that? Nice. Carbon steel. 1065. I don't know. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't tell you. I think it's 1065. 1075. Carbon steel. Anyway. Carbon steel knife, full tang. But they are the lanyard that I use on this one, you can tell that doesn't really have any kind of a finger guard there. So I take a little piece of paracord, run my pinky through it. Then, if I have to push, that's going to keep that knife from slipping in my hand. So, that's what the small one is for. And, as deep as this rides in this sheath, it's not the easiest thing to get out of the sheath. So with that little bit of lanyard there, it gives me more to pull to get it out of the sheath. And another thing I've done on most of these BPS knives, another thing from Amazon, I bought these little clips. You can see there, and I can just clip this onto my belt loop if I really am in a hurry. I can just throw it on my belt loop. Good thing about all these sheaths is it does have the dangler. I like running the dangler. Or you can run the dangler down and you can push my clip down that I put on there and just run it on your belt like that. So these sheaths are pretty nice. They're top quality too for what you're paying for these knives. These knives are not expensive. And so that's that one. This one is the BPS B1 CSH. I have the sheath on it set up the same way. All these are the same as far as the way I have the sheath set up with the little clips. All right, you should take a look at that one. All these have a Scandi grind, by the way. All these are carbon steel. This one is just a little different. We'll get to that one in a minute. But this one has a little longer one. See, it has really nothing there hardly to keep your hand up off of it either. So I run 3 fingers through this one, 3 fingers through that one. And makes it a little more safe. Keeps my hand from riding up on that cutting edge. But yeah, that's the way I have this one done. And this one, you can get these with fire steel, without fire steel. I got this one without the fire steel, that one without. But yeah, the fire steels are, the handles on most of them are walnut, and they match up pretty good too with the handles on the knives. But there's that one. And this one you've seen before. I made a video beating the crap out of this one. This one is the BPS Adventurer. Still, like I said, set up the same way. This one has a little more to keep your hand from getting cut. But the reason why I put the lanyard on this one, it's because this one is a little bigger knife. It has a little bit of heft to it. You could actually do a little light chopping with it. So I can run my thumb through that lanyard, hold the knife up like this, run my thumb through that lanyard, and as I'm going around my wrist, I'm twisting the knife, and I can lay it in my hand just like that. It gives me more grip, a little more safety when I am using this knife. And since like I said, this one's a little heavier, so I can run it through 3 fingers and still get that little bit of chopping action. On a knives this little, you're not going to get much chopping action out of it. This one's just big enough that I can get a little bit of chopping action out of, so that's why I put a longer lanyard on it, so I can get a little chopping action on it. Or I can run it straight around my hand, like so. But again, this one's got the fire steel that came with it. Matches up real nice. And it just so happens the way I tied this, where it goes around my hand, I can actually take this lanyard and put it over that fire steel. And it also kind of helps hold the knife in the sheath too. I don't know if you guys can kind of see how I got it slid over it. And these fire steels, they fit inside these sheaths very tight. So I have not yet worried about running any sort of a cord on these fire steels in order to keep them in. They're really tight, so I think they'll be fine. I'm gonna put my cigar out again, ain't I? Yep. Oh, there we go. Got her going again. I get busy talking and I forget to smoke my cigar. But, man, it has been cold here. Jeez Louise, it's been cold. Zero, sub-zero. I came home from work the other morning and it was 6 below. 6 degrees below zero. Wind's been blowing. We've had wind chills down around -20 here in southern Missouri. So stay safe out there if you're dealing with this winter weather right now. Oh, yeah. Ha, there you go. All right, now, on to this one. This one, again, little short lanyard. The only reason why I put this on here basically was for looks. This one is stainless steel. It has a little different grind on it. It has a higher grind. I would call it a saber grind. They still are calling it a Scandi grind. I would call it a saber, as high as it's going. But this one's got finger grooves, but it doesn't have a whole lot of hook going on right here to keep your hand out of the blade. So again, I can run my pinky through that, and then I have a better grip, and I don't have to stand the chance of my hand slipping up and cutting myself on the blade. And this one is sorry, I forgot to tell you, this is the HK6. And like I said, this one is in stainless steel. So this one's a little more suited for fishing and hunting maybe. And it has that little higher grind. I believe it would work better as a skinning knife too, just because of the higher grind. But yeah, this one's set up the same way. But that's the way I like to run lanyards on my knives. I really think about it, and I really try to put what I think is going to work best for that individual knife. Yeah, that's what I got going on today. Just talking about lanyards, talking about BPS knives. They're all most of the ones that they have they do make some that are not full tang, but I do have one more BPS knife that I'll be showing you guys in another video. But yeah, they're good quality knives for what you're paying for them. They're not real expensive. They're $60, right around there, give or take. You know, some of them. Yeah, they're a pretty good knife. Oh yeah, that's a good cigar too. So if you like what I'm doing here on my channel, go ahead and like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon, hit all, so that way you get all notifications whenever I put out another video. But for now, I'm going to sit out here in the garage where it's warm and finish my cigar and and have to go bust ice for all the animals in the pond. And oh man, this weather, this freezing weather, it's something. But you're busting ice every day for the livestock, so that way they can have something to drink. I know there's all these hacks and stuff on YouTube and Facebook and TikTok and everywhere of ways of keeping your water from freezing, but man, in these temperatures, you're almost you just supposed to forget it. It's gonna freeze. All right. Till next time, everybody stay safe, and we'll see you.